Our work tells us that at some point the mutual fund families, which are publicly traded like Fidelity, are going to become a major buy. We're not there yet. They haven't seen the pain yet. The pain is just starting for the mutual fund families. Fidelity is in the process of laying off 9% of its workforce. They're going to have to drop 4,000 people. I believe by Christmas time, 4,000 people will be out. That's 9% of their workforce. Janus, which is a major mutual fund family, is also dropping about 9% of its workforce. Now, the last time this happened was 2002, in the aftermath of the internet destruction, where over $1 trillion was lost in stock value. Fidelity back then dropped 4,000 employees. What's happened is this: the market's down 40% from its all-time high. When this happens, people take money out of mutual funds. They say, what do I need this for? All right? It's the very opposite of what they should be doing. As markets come down in value, you're taking risk out of the market. So people should be increasing their investments in the market as markets come down. But no, people always want to put their money in at the top. Oh, please, let me buy at an all-time high. You get more money put into the market at an all-time high. 10 times the amount of money comes in at all-time highs than comes in down here. Down here, it's the reverse. They all take it out. So the market functions off fear and greed. Fear and greed. And right now it's all fear. So they're taking their money out of mutual funds. How do mutual funds make their money? They make it on the management fees, which are, depending on the mutual fund, around 2%, 1%, 1.5% of all the money they manage. Fidelity manages about $1.3 trillion. So on $1 trillion, my God, it's look at the numbers. You know, on a 1% basis, that's 10 billion plus another 3. That's $13 billion a year on management fees, assuming they're charging 1%. 13 billion. If they're charging 1.5%, it varies according to each of their funds, but if they're charging 1.5%, it's 13 billion plus another 6.5 billion. They got 19.5 billion in fees coming in. But what's happening with massive redemptions is people are taking out billions upon billions of dollars from these mutual funds every week. Every week. So that 1.3 trillion, if it comes down to $1 trillion, 900 billion, remember the market's down 40%. So you're no longer getting 1.5% or 1% or 2% of 1.3 trillion. If it's down 40%, that would be about 750, under $800 billion is under management instead of 1.3 trillion, right? So 1% of that, all of a sudden the fees are coming down to 8 billion from 13 billion. My God, that's their gross income. Now you got expenses. They got to slash expenses. So it means that the prices of these mutual fund stock families like Janus and Fidelity, and God knows there's a whole bunch more that we're looking at, they're collapsing. But at some point they bottom. And at some point they bottom. And at some point the market turns. And I'm not talking next week. I'm talking this is going to take months and even quarters to work out. But when those bottoms are found, these stocks are going to be absurdly cheap. And there's going to be fortunes to be made in them. And we're going to be there. So if you want to know more about this, come visit the website. Have a good day.